Hi, Steve.
Sorry I'm late, Rudy.
Where's Oscar? He's supposed to be with you.
Well, he had to cancel out an emergency meeting with the secretary.
But this is heavy stuff.
Rudy, next to Oscar, you're the heaviest man in the OSI. Now stop worrying.
Arthur. Steve, this is Arthur Vale, project manager in Cheshire.
Mr. Vale?
And Jenny's in the hangar.
Very good. Hi.
Steve! Long time.
Too long.
Worth waiting for?
You bet.
You two know each other?
Yes. Miss Fraser and I, we've been involved in other projects before. So, this is the Cheshire Project.
Hmm?
Yeah. Now you see it, now you don't.
Climb up, I'll show it to you. Now, this is the power unit, and that's the force field generator. And that's why we need a small test pilot.
You mean this thing really works?
The important thing is it makes the airplane radar invisible.
Well, that's nice and cozy for the Air Force. Hundreds of planes could sweep down over a target without warning.
Oh, thanks, Hal. Steve, Hal Morton, Arthur's assistant. He handled the telemetry.
Glad to meet you, Colonel.
Pleasure.
And these are the test results of the last 3 ground trials on the backup plane. Here's a picture of the plane with the force field on.
Well, then it's not invisible.
The important thing is it's 100% radar invisible, according to all computer studies.
Well, tomorrow's test will tell.
What time is the test?
0800.
Well, that gives us plenty of time. Perhaps Jenny and I could have a little dinner, and she could explain the details of the test to me.
Yeah, I think that would be a practical use of our time.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. I guess you gotta get your car out there, huh?
That's the general idea.
I guess we can work that out if you'll help me find my ignition key.
Well, it's lucky for everybody that you lost your key, because I don't think you're in any condition to drive.
What do you mean I'm in no condition?
If you don't know what he means, then you're in no condition.
Hey, it makes some sense, doesn't it? Oh, hey. She's beautiful. You're beautiful. You remind me of my wife. You're so different. Oh, my wife. You know, she's got another set of car keys. I think I'll call her.
Oh, that's a good idea. Why don't I call her, and then I'll have her come down and pick you up.
Okay, it's 555-2426, if I can find a time.
Here,
No.
I got it.
We've got it. 555-2426.
Thank you. Oh, she's classy. She's a classy girl.
Well, why don't you just sit in the car here and relax till she gets back?
Okay. Oh, look what I found right here, you sneaky little devil. It's a key card, car key. Let me get in now.
Well, you can't drive. Wait a minute.
What do you mean I can't drive? Who says I can't?
Damien here.
Glad you're still there.
You're late.
Sorry, Will's just left. This is the first chance I've had. Everything's ready here. You know, they have you under surveillance.
Nothing to worry about. I'll slip them tonight. How about the girl, the test pilot?
Don't worry about her. When she takes off tomorrow, they'll never see her again.
Stop the test. They could have sabotaged the one Jenny's gonna fly.
Yeah, we better go over every rivet on the test plane. I wish I could fly this mission.
You saw the cockpit. Jenny barely fits in. No way you could make it.
Look, I could try.
Steve, she knows the program. She's worked it through with Vale. She's prepared.
All right. Why don't you reschedule the test for 9 o'clock? In the meantime, Jenny can show me the plane.
What's the matter, male chauvinist? Don't you trust me to do my own pre-flight check?
Didn't I read somewhere where 2 heads are better than 1?
Rudy, what am I going to do with a man with 2 heads?
Radar checks out.
Instrumentation ready.
Now just fly the test schedule. Don't be a hero, huh?
You really are a chauvinist, aren't you? Hey, last night was fun.
Yeah. I'll watch you from the test center.
Okay.
Let's put an identifying fix on our target. Steve. Come on.
That's Jenny's plane.
And also watch her on the monitor.
OSI Test 1, you are cleared to take off to Test Area Y. OSI Test 1, cleared for takeoff.
There's a lot of buffeting.
Airspeed's about where the computer predicted.
Jenny can handle it.
When we run the next test, I'd like a camera ship alongside. You can fly that, Steve.
OSI Test 1, test base. Roger, we have you on radar.
Climb 1,200 feet a minute. Airspeed 150 knots. Altimeter 4,000. She'll level at 6.
OSI, test 1 to test control.
Test control to OSI. Test 1, go ahead, Jenny.
Coming up on 6,000, leveling off. Level at 6. I'm now going on autopilot.
Looks good here.
Everything's go, Jenny.
Jenny, you're not there to make history. Any sign of trouble, abort. Return back to the field.
I have now engaged the gamma phase generator. Standing by to energize.
Energize.
We clocked the operation time of the gamma generator.
Telemetry's dead.
Supposed to be. We can't get through that force field she generates.
How do we communicate?
We have a powerful VHF directional antenna that can blast through, but we don't need it.
This test is scheduled to last 30 seconds. She's got 5 to go.
Why doesn't she register?
Her clip should be on the radar screen right now.
Well, where is she? Why doesn't she show?
Give me the coordinates of the last position. Plot a line 33 seconds from there.
OSI Test 1 from Test Center. Jenny, do you copy? OSI Test 1. Come in, Jenny, come in.
It's been over a minute.
Jenny, can you read me? Jenny, switch off. Switch off.
Tango 2-9er, no sign of OSI Test 1 in Area Y. Tango 2-9er, break off from Area Y and proceed to Vector 356. That's a Raj, Tango 2-9er.
Our search pattern has covered all the designated areas that you've suggested.
And you found nothing?
Absolutely nothing.
How about the Coachella area? Our calculations show that that would be the most likely place.
Mr. Wells, we have covered all of Sector Y and 15 miles beyond. No wreckage, nothing.
Break off the search.
Thank you, General. We'll try another approach.
The plane blew up in this area. The wreckage has got to be in that area.
But they didn't find a thing.
Maybe it totally disintegrated.
Nothing in the test program indicated that it would.
Well, could buffeting have torn it apart?
No.
Well, then maybe the plane didn't explode. She just couldn't communicate.
I know one way to find out what happened. I'll fly the backup plane, duplicate her flight pattern.
No way. I'm not taking chances with the backup plane.
Rudy, forget the hardware. What about Jenny?
Easy. I'm worried about Jenny, too.
Colonel, you wouldn't fit. The backup unit is just as crowded as the prime unit.
All right, it has automatic pilot. We'll fly it by remote control.
Colonel, it's untried, and to take a risk with the only other unit is...
Look, we're risking Jenny. Now, I want to know what happened. If there's a chance of finding her, I'm going to take it.
OSI Test 7, drone and helicopter. You are cleared for takeoff and proceed to Test Area Y.
Are you ready?
Telemetry's perfect.
Energized. Well, we know closing the circuits didn't blow it.
All right, we've proven that. Let's de-energize, get it back to the field, and let me look over it.
There's your answer.
Why didn't it blow up during the ground test? Why don't you check the wreckage?
And we better let the crash investigating team handle this.
Look, I want that flight recorder. I want to know what happened to that plane.
Main part of the fuselage is over there.
Colonel, it'll take a derrick to get it out.
I'll take a look.
last known position. Since there was no wreckage, she didn't blow up.
Do you have any ideas?
Well, she was carrying a limited supply of fuel due to the added weight. That's a range of approximately 100 miles. Now, on our last known track, that would carry her somewhere near Bakersfield. Now, let's assume the force field knocked her out. She's unconscious.
You're assuming the plane's intact. That's a large assumption. Look, Steve, I called our Washington office. I asked for every scrap of information we ever had on the project to be put on the line. We'll get a computer analysis. We'll try to find a lead.
Rudy, until they come up with something, this is the only way to proceed. Now, we draw a circle 100 miles in diameter. It'll cover north to Bakersfield, east to Barstow, south to Long Beach, west to Santa Barbara. We'll have to cover some of the Channel Islands down here, too.
Do you know how long it would take to search an area that large?
What do you think on that flight recorder?
Not yet. Dr. Vale took it
Where?
to the hangar. He said he wanted to work on it alone.
But you're the telemetry man.
Yeah, but he's the project's manager.
All right, stay with him, see if he comes up with anything.
Right.
What can we do for you, Colonel?
I'm looking for any UFO reports, explosions, or brilliant lights in the sky in the last 2 hours within a 100-mile radius.
UFOs are generally reported at night. What's this all about?
Sorry, sir, but it's classified. But we need to know immediately. Any strange reports, anything in the UFO category. But believe me, General, it's vital.
All right, Colonel. We'll get the word to all controllers, flight service stations, and observers.
Thank you.
It'll take days to get this sorted out.
Well, it won't be easy.
Did Dr. Vale come back?
Well, he said he was in the hangar.
He told me he was going.
Wells here. When was that? You sure about that? Give me a picture of Damien. Last night, a call was placed from Vale's office to a Wilfred Damien in New Orleans. Here he is. Damien's been involved in dozens of thefts of military secrets from our government and others. This morning, he flew to Los Angeles. He checked into the Bonaire Hotel. A call was placed from this office to the Bonaire, and shortly after that, Damien disappeared. He evaded our security.
Both planes gone. Now, what does Vale have to sell?
That's what I'm going to find out.
Yeah. It's for you.
Austin here. Where? Are those the only two? Right, thank you. 2 UFO sightings. One, a maiden lady in Santa Maria who claims a man with cloven hooves tried to lure her into a saucer. The other one was a highway patrolman in Coachella, though. Said he saw something very low, going fast, and could have been the airplane of the description we put out. Austin here. You sure? On my way. We found Vale, unconscious. Keep digging. The answer to this mess has got to be in those computer reports.
Colonel, I was a fool.
Well, you deal with a man like Damien, you'll always end up with your head in your hands.
Damien?
Williford Damien, international wheeler-dealer in dirty tricks. He's after the gamma generator.
So, that's why.
What?
But not me. It had to be Hal he was dealing with. And when I found nothing wrong with the flight recorder and wanted to go into the computer analysis of the tests, Hal attacked me.
How did this?
Well, more precisely, the wrench he hit me with.
OSI priority. I want Hal Martin picked up immediately. He's not to get off this base. What? Right. We left the base 10 minutes ago.
The answer's got to be those computer test records. Maybe Hal tampered with the reports. I've got to check that computer.
No. You stay here, at least for a couple hours observation. Just hang in there. I'm going to search for Jenny myself. What happened?
Oh, it was a nightmare. I couldn't see. I was literally flying blind. I don't know how I got out of the plane before it crashed.
Are you all right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Are you alone? Where's Rudy?
Yeah, he's back at the base. Come on, let's get out of here.
What about him?
He'll be all right. Come on, I got a plane just over the hill.
I'm afraid not. Don't cut off the circulation. Just make it good and tight. Steve, please understand. I've got to keep you out of the way.
Wholesome as apple pie. Loyal, courageous, trustworthy.
Well, none of that changes the way I feel about you. There they are. My partner and my client right on time. Are the feet secured?
Why are you doing this, Jenny?
That's such a silly question to ask, honestly. I know this probably doesn't mean much at this point, but I really do love you, Steve. Please believe me.
Of course I believe you. Doesn't everybody that loves somebody stick a gun in their face?
Goodbye.
Mr. Damien, I'd like you to meet a member of our team. Mr. Damien, Jenny Fraser, test pilot. She'll demonstrate the device for you.
How do you do, Miss Fraser?
How do you do, Mr. Damien?
The device is clumsy. It can't be aerodynamically sound.
Well, in the production model, we can reduce the extra weight, and then there'd be no effect on the airspeed.
But the important thing is the radar invisibility. Even old World War I planes could score a smashing victory if they could get to the target without being detected.
You ask a great deal of money.
It's a great weapon. Let me set up the radar for you.
I have my own. Stoner, get the radar scope.
Yes, sir, Mr. Damien.
My own scope. So there will now be no possibility of deceit.
want to get a closer look? Go ahead. Get closer.
Sorry, Mr. Damien. What Colonel Austin sees here will never be reported. You said you tied him up.
I did. I don't know how he got loose.
I was trying to protect you. What are you doing here?
I see what you're doing, but what I don't understand is why.
$1 million is why. The plane was supposed to have disappeared, never to be found. You spoiled that.
Now your friend's gonna spoil me.
Miss Fraser, it's already late. We must be in Mexico before dark. Here's your first payment, $50,000. Now, please, proceed with your job.
We'll start the test. Take care of him.
No! Hey, lock him up, tie him up, do anything you want, but don't kill him.
There's no time to be sentimental. We've come too far.
Then you fly the test. You hurt him, I'm through. I mean that, Hal.
Jenny, we've spent too much time setting this up to blow it now. We're not safe as long as he's alive.
You kill him, you might as well kill me because I will not fly that plane.
You locked him up before and he broke out.
Well, there's an empty storage room in the mess building. It's airtight. It's strong enough to hold King Kong.
Hey, don't let your love for me blind you to the possibility of suffocation.
We'll get you an oxygen bottle. I'll make the demonstration. I'll cross the Mexican border and radio his position. They'll find him in plenty of time. By the time I radio, you'll be able to get out of here. Agreed?
3 hours supply if used sparingly.
I know you don't understand, but $1 million has a lovely sound to it. You have $50,000 just for pocket money. The rest is going to be put in a Swiss bank after the demonstration. I'd love to share it with you. I know you're too square to consider it, but if you weren't the way you are, I wouldn't love you. Goodbye, Steve.
You're a patriot, too.
Patriot with a brilliant future like Vale's? Maybe finally head of my own division at a fat $30,000 a year? While some dumbbell who makes a toy ends up a multi-millionaire?
Nobody's gonna be hunting that dumbbell for the rest of his life.
Currently be surprised how well a multi-millionaire can hide. Your room's ready.
Al, you're really stupid.
Stupid? Who's stupid? You hoping to keep alive on an oxygen bottle or me with $10 million?
$9 million. One of it belongs to Jenny.
She's gonna find it a little hard to collect.
That's it. Why the test plane blew up. The critical time is 37 minutes.
What does that mean?
Well, there's a whole series of tests that Hal didn't send me. Fortunately, I'm in a master computer. That device can run for a total time of 37 minutes before it triggers an irreversible process which causes an explosion.
I don't understand now. Why one plane and not the other?
Well, all the testing was done on the backup plane. That had the most total time. Remember how Hal fought against the test entirely?
Yeah?
Well, that's why he tried to blow it up. When we took it up as a drone, Hal knew it was very near that critical factor. And you saw what happened.
And Jenny's plane must have blown up, too.
Well, unless it landed before it reached 37 minutes total elapsed time. And if it didn't, it's a bomb waiting to go off.
Ready to go.
Jenny, climb to 3,000 feet. Energize directly over the field, then proceed to the designated area. Have you got your maps?
Affirmative. 3,000. Approaching field. Approaching runway boundary.
Now, energize.
Still see it.
I never claimed optical invisibility. Radar invisibility is what you're buying. Come on, I'll show you.
It doesn't register on radar. We have it! We have it!
Yeah, all right.
OSI 7 to Mojave Control.
OSI 7, this is Mojave.
Patch me through to OSI Test Center.
Steve, where are you?
Airborne, headed for Mexico. Jenny's the one who stole the plane. I'm chasing her now.
Jenny?
Arranged to have Damien, Howe, and 2 others picked up at an airstrip 12 miles south of Coachella Airport.
Steve, that test plane is going to blow up just like the drone did.
When will it blow?
Anytime after the clock hits 37 minutes. Anytime from 1 second to a maximum of 5 minutes. Hal discovered the fault, but he kept his mouth shut about it.
Jenny, this is Steve. Come in, please. You have an emergency. Please answer. Come in, please. You have an emergency. Please come in. Jenny, you got minutes, maybe less, before that thing blows. Hal knew it. He was sacrificing you for the demonstration and the money. Now land right now.
Steve, get away. You can't con me.
Jenny, it's no con. We flew the backup plane. It exploded. All ground tests were run on it, so it had the most total time. Vale just got the test data house suppressed.
No way, Steve. It won't work. This is my last transmission.
Rudy, she won't believe me. I'm gonna have to force her down.
Steve, you get away from there. She's a flying bomb. She'll kill you, too.
She saved my life, Rudy. I owe her one.
OSI, priority 1. Get me your fastest chopper.
Jenny, I'm not lying. The device is gonna blow sometime after it reaches 37 minutes.
I'm not buying it.
Turn that clock off.
No way.
You're gonna land that thing. Look up, I'm right above you. I'm coming down. You either land or we both crash together.
Would you get away from me, Steve? You're crazy.
Count of 3, Jenny. You're gonna blow up and kill us both, or you're gonna land that thing now. There are no options. 1, 2, 3.
Get away from me, Steve. You're crazy. Get away from me. I turned the clock off.
What did it read?
37.
It's too late. Set it down. Jenny, if you're lucky, we got 3 minutes.
It's not worth dying for. Wait, my money!
Get it!
No! You loused up my life. You know that? I had it made. If you just let me go get my money...
Custody. What about Jenny?
I got her out before it exploded. I'm not so sure I did her a favor.
I know that plane's worth $1 million, but all I can think of is the ashes of my $50,000.
There are other things to be said about it.
Will you use your influence to get me a lighter sentence? I didn't think you would. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Steve. I'm so sorry for so many things.
Everything costs. When it looks free, there's always a catch.
I wanted it all. Had to be filet mignon. Where I'm going, I'll be lucky if I get meatloaf. I'd ask you to come visit, but I don't think you would.
I'd ask you to ride, but I don't think you would.
We do read each other, don't we?
Yeah, we sure do. Come on. Jenny, I'm sorry.
Me too. My whole life. Except you, Stephen, I really mean that. Please don't forget me.
I won't forget you.
A long time to remember that promise. Well, let's not keep your friends waiting.